Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 2 preview between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Now let's start with Oakland. Great game Monday night, although I'm still tired from watching that late Monday night game, but I think the Raiders came in and did some things well offensively, i.e. the running game. And that's the Raiders' key thing, the running the football and operating off play action. So against the Buffalo Bills, who has newfound pressure, they stopped the run last week against Kansas City. They have to come in and own the line of scrimmage. I look at that Raiders offensive line coming in, owning the line of scrimmage is going to be a key cog. Also for the Raiders, offensive discipline. The offensive line of the Raiders are about as disciplined as a pit bull. You guys have to make sure you control your emotions. Don't jump offside, no false start, no holding penalties. Offensive discipline is key. Drop passes, fumbles, that has to stop. If you guys can own the line of scrimmage, control your discipline, the offense will start to work itself out. Now, defensively come into this ball game, the Buffalo Bills' newfound vertical attack, I look for you guys to take away the running game first. It's up to the Raiders' defensive line to beat up on that Bills' offensive line, something that the Kansas City Chiefs didn't do. Fred Jackson was able to have some success. Even my man CJ Spiller got a touchdown. Shout out to CJ Spiller. But the Raiders defensive line has to come in, stop the run, and you want to make Fitzgerald make those passes that he made against the Kansas City Chiefs throughout this ball game. It's okay to have Fitzgerald throw the football 45 times a game. I like the way you guys apply pressure, but it all starts with stopping the Buffalo Bills run. The Chiefs didn't do that last week. That's why they had balance. That's why they got blown out. You guys have to come in and stop the run and play the run. Actually, be contained. As far as like at the line of scrimmage, you got to own the line of scrimmage on the defensive front too. The Bills came in with an offensive output they put up last week against the Kansas City Chiefs, who I thought had the best secondary. Shows you what I know, but I like what the Bills have done. They take chances deep down the field, and that backs up teams. That allows Fred Jackson to get his yards on the ground. And what I like that you guys have to do this week again is Fred Jackson involved in the passing game. The Bills do a great job of getting backs involved in the passing game, and it all operates off them being able to run the football. Surprisingly, they did a good job up front. That was a big question mark. They're going to have their hands full this week with a better defensive line of the Oakland Raiders. So if they can hold their own, I think the Bills have a chance to attack these guys vertically. The Raiders play a lot of man coverage, so look for the Bills to attack the middle of that field. That's where the opportunities are, not on the edges, because the Raiders have a lot of speed to run with those wide receivers. The ability to attack these teams deep down the middle of the field, that's where the Bills have to take their chances. Defensively, it's all about winning on first down. If you win on first down against the Oakland Raiders, you guys can effectively take away what they want to do. Jason Campbell holds the football a little bit too long, which allows you guys to get sacks, and he's another type of quarterback like Tony Romo that checks pressure before he looks up the field. So if you guys get him looking down and checking pressure before he step backs to pass, that's a win for that Bills defense. I like what I saw last week. Continue that defensive aggressiveness, but it all starts with winning on first down, because the Raiders will run the football and run it and run it and run it and run it. Now let's look at the czar's X factor. The X factor in this ball game for the Raiders has to be the passing game. They have to get a better output out the receivers this week. Buffalo will load up to stop the run and force you guys to throw the football. The receivers have to step up. The Buffalo Bills X factor has to be the linebackers. I look at the linebackers. They are great at rushing the passer. They did a great job of stuffing the run. That is going to be the key element. Again, this is a good ball game. This is a surprisingly game. I picked the game of the week because I like these two teams and where they're headed. Two young teams going in the right direction. I'm going with the Raiders on the road. I like the ground game. I like their defensive line a lot better than Kansas City defensive line. So it'll be a close game, and I think the Raiders cornerbacks and secondary players match up well with the Bills wide receivers. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.